Hello everyone. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use the UART protocol on the Omega 2 to interface with the Arduino board. So using the UART feature of Omega 2 you can actually communicate with the well-known Arduino board and bring the power of IoT to your Arduino projects. So as you may know, Arduino it's a very powerful open source prototyping platform. They have a large online community for support and there are lots of compatible hardware available, such as sensors and interfaces. Omega 2 on the other hand is it's very affordable, but it's actually pretty powerful. It runs Linux. It's Onion's modified version of Linux, but it's a very capable operating system. And what this interface allows you to do using UART is you can have your existing Arduino project be a IoT enabled project. So if you already have a project that's implemented in Arduino, or if you already have all the hardware of Arduino and you're pretty familiar with it and you have the sensors and starter kits, you can still make the projects with Arduino, and you can use the UART feature which is also supported by Arduino, to interface with the Omega 2 board, and from there you can connect the Omega 2 to the cloud and do pretty amazing things. So for example, you can have sensors connected to the Arduino board and you will have access to the readings from the sensors from anywhere in the world, and you can also have any projects that you have that's on Arduino, you can connect it to the cloud and kind of interact with it using the Omega 2 board. So this is going to be a 3-part tutorial. In this first part I'm just going to give you an overview of the project and kind of talk about the circuit board that we're going to be making. In the second part I'm going to show you the hardware and show you my setup that I have, so you get a better idea of the hardware that we're using. And on the third and final part we're going to run some code both on the Arduino side and on the Omega 2 side, and show you that they're actually interacting, and maybe collect some sensor information from the Arduino and pass it to the Omega board. So this is the circuit board that we're going to be implementing. This one on the right is the Onion Omega2 expansion port, or the power expansion dock. You don't have to have this. All you really need is just the board itself, which is pretty cheap, and you can just hook it up to you can plug it into a prototyping board and just use the pins directly. This just makes it more readable and easier to use. So the way this circuit works is, for UART you just have to connect the receiver and transmitter pins of the two devices together, and then ground both devices as well, and that's what this circuit shows over here. You do see a couple of resistors here, and that's because from Arduino Uno we need to step down the voltage from 5 volts to 3.3 volts, because the Onion Omega 2 doesn't tolerate anything above 3.3 volts. However, if you're using the Arduino Duo, you don't need to worry about this voltage divider, because Duo is a 3.3 volt device. So that's actually kind of an advantage if you have the Duo, because you don't need to worry about the voltage divider here. But if you're using the Arduino Uno, that's okay too. I've already tested with this configuration, and this will give you 3.3 volts on the receiver end of the Omega 2, so you're gonna be fine with this as well. So I'm gonna end this part, and then we're gonna move over to part 2, where I'll be showing you the hardware.